Andy and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. We were discussing diving in the Olympics last night and the
Yes,
excitement all around women's diving. China, did you watch it all last night, or were you busy watching?
I actually did not.
You
I
did
did.
not.
I was watching. I am about 13 episodes into my rewatch of Lost.
Yeah, I read that.
Still one of the greatest shows of all time, and I forgot. What's great is I've forgotten so much of it because it was on 20 years ago, and I didn't start watching it till 2 years in, and so I knew most of it, but I'd forgotten like a lot of episodes, and it's really good.
Yeah, I never
was
watched
so good.
because I didn't give a rat's ass. So
Okay.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, diving was on last night, and that has become such an amazing art that these women that were diving can actually hit the water and pull the water down with them now instead of it splashing up.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a couple of 10s given out while we were watching last night. China just dominates the sport. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself as I'm watching them do their dive, and these tiny rail-like waif-built women are hitting the water at 42 miles an hour.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, what if that was me? And I was coming from that top platform all the way down.
All the water's coming out of the pool.
Dude, what kind of velocity would I be hitting that water
good
with?
Lord.
I mean,
it would be
triple the weight easily of the diver, triple the body mass.
You'd need to dive with a parachute.
I would be dead if I hit the water that fast. You know, it would be like one of those things where it's like, well, we knew we'd win.
You can't,
Oh my God.
You're not allowed. You're not
so
allowed.
much fun.
Diving is. I didn't start dive. I don't think I learned how to dive. This is gonna sound weird. I didn't learn how to dive until I was like 16.
Oh, dude.
I used to do like belly flops. But then I figured out the arc, and then I really got into doing it, and then I didn't do it again until about 2 years ago. And I was swimming with Max, and Max had been diving, so I said, "Okay, I'm going to try this," and I did it, and I went too far one way, and my back, and I hurt my back.
Yeah,
because I just kind of inverted
reality,
too much,
man.
and then never did. Yeah. You forget you get to a certain age, your diving days are over. And that age for me was right at 50.
I don't go in pools anymore. The cold water makes my left foot just scream with pain. You know that nerve damage in my left foot?
Yeah, cold water shouldn't. That's weird because cold water reduces inflammation, so that should reduce pain.
Nope, it hurts like hell. I don't go in the lake. I don't go in the pool.
So wait, do you never ice your foot? Have you ever iced your foot?
Nope. Hurts. It hurts.
That's weird.
It is weird, but yeah, fun to watch the diving last night. And then they had running on, which I don't get.
Are you talking about like the 1,500 meters? 800 I know that, but are you talking about the sprints or the distance?
They were mid-level. I mean, it's 1,500, 2,500. You know.
That's distance.
What they have on last night? The steeplechase, where they got to run through the puddle.
Oh yeah.
That's just, what does that need to be there for? That's just annoying. It's like you're gonna run this big ass long race, and by the way, we're gonna get your sneakers wet 3 times.
Yeah,
it doesn't need to.
It feels like that's gotta suck because once if you miss and your foot gets in the water, then it's all squishy when you're running. That can't be good.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's gotta stink to high hell.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Yeah. We're in agreement on the steeplechase. Let's get rid of it.
But all right. I mean, and then I guess the headline's coming out later today that Americans are pissed because they spent the whole night. They spent the whole night watching TV with people running, and there was nobody chasing them with a taser. So that's American television expects that.
Yeah, it's you gotta
Where's the cops, man?
Where are you running from?
Yeah, what are you running from? Where's the cops? You don't go running.
Oh God.
The Olympics. What do we got here?
Well, I got news I can do now if you want, or if you've got another thing to get off your chest, another thing you enjoyed, another thing you got goings on. Oh, I got something real quick.
What do you got?
Old friend of mine, Irf from Kalamazoo.
Irf. You have a friend named Irf.
Yeah, he's from Tanzania originally.
Okay. All right.
Now I think
Irf.
Now he's a high ranking something, doing so. I forget what he does. Because I don't stay as in close touch with the people that I hung out with in college and then just after. But there was a group of friends. We always hung out. It was basically like extended family, because when you're in your
Yes.
20s, especially in college and then just post college, your friends become like family, because you spend more time with them than you do your actual family.
I'm in almost.
And he was like, "Hey man, we're having a little reunion with our friends up at my house this Saturday." And turns out I don't have Max this weekend, so I'm going to go down to K-Zoo and hang out with some old college friends, and that'll be fun. Looking for, and I usually don't look forward to things, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. So
nice. Well, you'll have to give my warmest regards and best salutations to Irf.
You just like saying it. You just like saying his name.
I do. I would. It
kind of looks like a Tanzanian Andy Garcia.
Very attractive. Wow.
There you go. All right, you ready to do this thing that we do? Or
born ready.
Okay, let's get into it. Dow Jones bouncing back a bit on Tuesday, following a 1,000 point dump to start the week. The Dow finished up a shade under 300 to finish the trading day at 38,997. Dow futures up to start today's trading. We'll see how it goes. Inflation, recession fears, still a major issue to be continued, but 401k looking a little better, so that's a positive. What else is going on? This was a really cool story. I don't know if I'm a fan of his or not. I think I appreciate him because he's a fellow bald guy, but Grammy award-winning artist Pitbull has his own stadium, at least the naming rights anyway. The Miami native reached a deal with the Florida International Panthers college football team to rename their stadium after the artist. Pitbull Stadium will be unveiled this fall. The singer is paying the university $1.2 million a year over the next 5 years to have his name adorning the on-campus venue. He'll have some concerts there and stuff. So That's cool. I mean, it's good for you. Get this mid-level college football team now gets its name associated with a Grammy award-winning artist, and that's a win-win all the way around. So good for Pitbull. Good for for Florida International.
I would offer a non-comment because I don't get him at all.
What don't you? I mean,
what's the appeal?
Well, it's like, what's the appeal of Taylor Swift? Everybody's got their own things that they're into. Everybody's got their own things.
Yeah.
So I don't get Taylor Swift, but I understand who she connects with.
Taylor Swift writes and performs her own songs.
Okay, that doesn't make them that good.
Pitbull shows up and is kind of like the
what?
Oh, and if you listen, her songs are good. They truly are.
Yeah, they're really good.
What's your exposure level? What's your exposure level?
About the same. My exposure level to
so you know nothing, and you're just going to go ahead and crap all.
No, I know, because I told you we've had this discussion before.
Pitbull shows up and basically pumps his fists and runs around the stage and does.
That's high energy.
Yeah.
It's
okay. I just
what
good for him.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's.
I get it, but I just don't understand what's the act. What are we doing here?
Again, well, it's this rap rock kind of. I'm not a big fan.
Is it?
I'm not a big fan. I don't. Could be. He's got a look.
Just tell me.
He's got a look. I think the look helps.
Oh.
I think a look helps. It's like Taylor Swift's Girl Next Door look.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. You can like it or not like it. I don't have an issue either way.
I'm not saying I have an issue. I'm just saying I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, again, I don't get Taylor Swift, so it's okay for people to not get things. So neither one of these are for you or for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like Taylor Swift isn't for men of our age.
Get all defensive over it. I'm not.
I'm not being defensive. I'm just stating simple facts. I don't think either one of these artists are for you or me. No. They're for other people, and you can understand how. Like, I understand how young women and suburban soccer moms identify with Taylor Swift. I totally get that. I get her popularity from that standpoint. What I haven't gotten, weirdly, is people like either you or my 60-something brother-in-law telling me how great Taylor Swift is. That boggles my mind, but hey, everybody teach their own. Everybody's got their thing they're into, and I don't have to get it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Finally, a couple of millages passed with voters in Muskegon on Tuesday. Voters approved the millage renewal for Oak Ridge Public Schools, 52 to 47%. Senior millage renewal for Muskegon County also passed 61 to 38%.
Love that.
So
that's an important
there
one.
You go.
We also saw millages passed for Fruitport Public Safety, which was a big deal. Moreland got their stuff through, which was a big deal. Overall, I think a good one, a good election cycle. And nobody knows what's going on up in Holton yet because their results are not completely in. So to be determined up there, but it's looking like
who has the edge?
Looks like it might be some new. You know what? I can't really even tell, because none of their votes are in from yesterday yet.
Okay. Are you getting? We don't talk about this. Are you getting juiced about November? How you feeling about the whole?
I'll tell you,
process.
I just wrote about it.
With.
I'll tell you what.
Contrast this. With,
I just wrote about it on Facebook this
rep.
morning. I introduced the opponent, who is the apparent winner. We're still waiting on Holton's count, which I don't think will affect the outcome of this particular one between me and Brett Herman. But I met Brett a couple of weeks ago. I think he is a solid guy. I think he's honest. I think he's fair. I don't think he's got any idea of trying to be the next national star from a county commissioner seat in Muskegon, Michigan. And you'll read in the post that I just put out there, I said, I wish him the best. And I firmly believe that you're not going to see any of the horse shit that you've seen for the last 8 to 10 years in this second district. There's two.
Are you more?
There's two quality people who are just worried about going to work that are running for this race. So
that's
either
cool.
Either one of us. I think that my strength would be in the idea of being able to stitch together the relationships between these municipalities and the county again. Brett is from an agricultural family, multi-generations, and he knows agriculture. So
there you go.
Here we go to November.
That's very cool. Now, compare that with how you felt. It seems like this is more your wheelhouse, the county commission stuff, than running for state rep.
The state rep thing, it's going to be the same story I've said 100,000 times. I was honored to be asked. I was invited to run for the state house seat. I took that as an honor. I took that as a privilege, and I took it very seriously. Once the people in the local party had asked me that question, I moved on to let's go to work and get this done. And I met the people from the state caucus. The state caucus people handed me a folder that boiled down to go find us $125,000 in cash that we can spend any way we want to on anybody's election, yours, hers, theirs, whoever's. And if you win the primary, we'll help you. And I looked at these two guys from the state and I said, you realize that your party asked me to make this run. Okay. Yeah. I said, do you realize where I live? They said, yeah. I said, do you know what I do? Well, kinda. Well, kinda. Okay. And I said, you know what? I just did a story on a school district here that needs $20 million to fix everything in their district. They asked the voters for $4 and they couldn't get that. So, I will not become beholden to a town that can't afford to take care of their kids before they can some politician. I didn't say that. I said, we live in a town that's got money issues that can't afford to take care of their kids before a politician. I will not pick this town's pockets for $125,000, and I will not become beholden to anybody who can just fork over the money.
Right.
And these two guys from Lansing looked at me like that dog looking down the speaker from RCA. What? And then they come up and they're like, do you know what life in Lansing's like? And I kind of giggled. And I said, do you know I came from the radio and record business? And I said, do you know what life in New York and Los Angeles is like?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, what do you mean? I said, I bet you it's a hell of a lot better than Lansing. And I've been there.
Yeah.
So you're not going to spoil me with anything in Lansing.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean, they're not used to it's so dirty and it's so compromised when you get to certain levels. And that's where I think
I said to these two guys, I said, have you ever had a stock limo pull up to a hotel with 3 record execs in it picking you up? Huh? That's a good night, pal. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Steak in Lansing is.
What
do you mean?
We go to Sensations.
There's 2 girls without C-section scars.
Yeah. And God bless them. God bless them.
Yes, this feels a little more at home. So thank you.
Okay. Sports. Tigers double up Seattle 4-2. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. They beat the Twinks 7-3. That's sports.
Jeopardy. Get together. 1,000. All right. Money's on the line here today, pal. Pay attention.
All right.
At this Latin American celebration, the 15-year-old honoree gets her last doll, a symbol of the transition into adulthood.
Oh, jeez.
I know this one. I know this one because I have Latino friends.
I have one. I think one. I think it's just one.
Latino friend? You should do better.
Latino.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a Latina because we're talking about a 15-year-old girl getting
yeah. And but he was, his dad actually was a Mexican immigrant.
Wow.
Came over, went through the whole rigmarole.
Good for him.
And
welcome to the country.
He's been in the country for like 60 years. 60 years.
Well, 60 years
plus.
Let's get a cake.
But yeah, I know there's some. And this is gonna sound bad, but I keep thinking of Charo on the Love Boat and saying if there's anything I could think of from my.
It's called a quinceañera.
Quinceañera. Yeah, I never in a million years would have gotten quinceañera. But hey, no, and and Charo was well past quinceañera by the time she was on the Love Boat. Yeah. I would see. That's what that was going to be. Is it coochie, 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 coochie? Is it something like that? I don't know.
That's Charo, though.
That is Charo. God bless her.
She's still alive. I'm gonna have to Google that.
I
think she is.
I think she is too, but I'm not 100%. She's got to be. She's got to be 80 something. Got to be.
Crazy. All right, on to Thursday tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
See ya.
See ya.
Happy Wednesday, Muskegon. We are still looking at some much cooler and drier weather for the next couple of days, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. For the rest of the week, we are still looking to be very dry and cooler than average for this time of year, and we still will be staying very clear also through Friday. Lots of sunny skies in the forecast for us. We do have some light showers though possible on Saturday, but otherwise the rest of the weekend is also looking very sunny. Now, taking a look at our high temperatures across the county today, we are still looking a bit below average for the majority of our towns, but in the Muskegon area, we are looking to be right about at average at around 80 degrees. Now, average for this time of year is going to be about 81, and so we are a bit below that in some of our towns, especially over in Holton at around 77 for our high today. This still is a lot better than yesterday though, but overall for your Wednesday, we'll have a high around 79 degrees with mostly sunny skies and some wind out of the northeast around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And tonight we will cool down to about 58 degrees with clear skies and some more wind out of the east around 8 to 10 miles per hour. Now tomorrow we are still looking mostly sunny and we are a bit warmer too with a high around 81 degrees. We are a bit cooler though as we head into Friday and Saturday though. Friday only 78 78 for a high, and Saturday 74, so much cooler for Saturday, and that is when we have that slight chance for some scattered showers. But we do clear right back up for Sunday, and we warm up a bit as well, back to 77. It could be a bit warmer for that day as well, but we'll have lots of sunshine, so that'll warm us up anyways. And Monday 78, and Tuesday we finally start creeping back up into those 80s with a high around 80 and mostly sunny skies. That's all for your Wednesday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great day.